Hi everyone and welcome back to the channel. I just want to say before we start, this video will include spoilers for the Tales of the Empire. So if you have not watched, please turn away from the video now. For those of you that are still here, this is going to be just my thoughts, on the show. I know I'm a little bit late on this, but I just wanted to give my thoughts. So first we're starting off here with, it's basically 3 Morgan Elsbeth episodes in a row. They kind of go through 3 of those and they do 3 of Barriss Offee. And I don't know. I thought it was cool. The first episode, I thought it was cool seeing Grievous again. I thought that was cool to see him. We got to see more of when he went to Dathomir and, pretty much killed mostly all the Night Sisters. And I understand, what they're doing. They're trying to build up more of, Morgan Elsbeth's character, get you a great understanding of her backstory. Because, she kind of just showed up in the Ahsoka show and not a lot of people really knew much about her. So they're just trying to build that up. So I understand that, but I just personally, I didn't really want 3 Morgan Elsbeth episodes in a row. I understand what they're doing, like I said. And at least I think it was the second episode, they did have younger Thrawn, and they had his bodyguard Rook. Which, if you guys don't know, if you haven't read the Heir to the Empire series, I would definitely recommend it because they're both pretty big characters in that. Rook's a pretty important character. I'm not going to say any spoilers if you haven't read the books. So at least those parts I did like about it, but like I said, I didn't really want 3 Morgan Elsbeth episodes. I would have liked them to kind of do it more similar to what they did with the Tales of the Jedi, where it was kind of different characters every episode. At least I would have preferred that. At least someone else besides Morgan Elsbeth, because honestly, I don't really care that much about the character. I'm sure there's some people that are big fans of her, but I would prefer, some other character. And after those 3, we got onto the 3 episodes following Barriss Offee's arc. After Order 66, we see she's, in prison, obviously, and she gets a choice to essentially join the Inquisitorius, and she does. And I thought that was pretty cool, getting to see that. When you get to see the Inquisitorius being built, before we see it in Kenobi, you get to see her fight, a fellow Jedi, and kill him to take her place in the Inquisitorius. I just didn't really like that much. It seemed like she just changed, very quickly, though. She went to being, Inquisitorius, and, she hates the Jedi, she literally bombed, their tower. If you haven't watched Clone Wars, you definitely watch that arc. It focuses heavily on Ahsoka. And I just, and all of a sudden she just kind of quickly changes back to the light side, and then we get this flash, we get a flash forward to when she's a lot older, and they kind of seem to show maybe she's dead, maybe she's not. They don't really confirm. We see Lynn stab her, but we're kind of led to believe either she's dead or not. We're not really sure. And I just thought that was kind of a lame ending to her, arc essentially. And I still don't understand why, she wasn't even in the Ahsoka show. Because obviously, if you watched Clone Wars, how tied she is to Ahsoka. They were friends, and then, she tries to blame her for the bombing that she did. And they didn't put her in the Ahsoka show. They put Marrok, who just turned out to be a pile of dust. When, Barriss was literally an Inquisitor, she could have been in the show, and she could have revealed that it was her that Ahsoka was fighting. But I digress. There's a lot of problems with that show besides just that. But the other bigger problem, too, is then there was, if you watch the trailer, you see there's Darth Vader in it, which, yes, he is in the episodes. He's in the one episode for a couple seconds, and that's it. It's basically tease Darth Vader just to get people to watch it, and then he was not really even in it. He was in it for a second, said nothing, he just sat in his chair. So that was kind of disappointing. And if you did watch that scene as well, you do see the other 2 Inquisitors on the left of Barriss and Lynn. You see one of them with the cool-looking mask that Ahsoka kills in the Tales of the Jedi. And you see Marrok as well. So in my opinion, I think Tales of the Jedi was a lot better than this. And I was really hoping they would have did a Tales of the Sith or something, instead of Tales of the Empire. I would have preferred them to do Tales of the Sith and have it be you could do any story. You could do young Darth Maul, young Palpatine. There's just ultimate possibilities they could have done. Because don't get me wrong, there were definitely parts of the episodes I enjoyed, and there were parts that I didn't like. It just didn't feel as good. It just didn't, hit the same as Tales of the Jedi did. But, you can let me know your comments, your thoughts down below in the comments here. If you agree with me, if you disagree, if you feel the same. If you leave a like in the video, I'd appreciate it. And may the Force be with you. Have a good day.